Welcome to another episode on our channel. I wanted to update you on where we're at with the Thor bust so far. So my husband had a chance to do the 3D resin print on the torso and the head. So it just goes on like this. It still needs arms and legs down to above the knees, a cape, and then just a stand. But so far he's looking actually quite awesome. This is by 3D Wicked from CG Trader, and I can't wait until he's done. We'll do him in silver and do the black wash and see how he looks beside Iron Man and Captain America. But I think he's going to look pretty darn good. So we'll pause and get set up for the figure I wanted to show you today. The figure I want to show you today is Lara Croft Tomb Raider from SWTOYS. I only have, I think, one figure from SWTOYS, and that's the Lord of the Caspian Sea and Pirates of the Caribbean. It's really a great figure, and comparatively to other figures, reasonably priced, as was this figure. I thought about customizing Lara Croft and looked at some distributors who have 1/6 scale loose items, and by the time I did the math, I wasn't going to save money just piecing things out or changing some things. It wasn't economical to do so since this is still in stock in places. So I went ahead and got this figure. So we'll open it up from the bottom like we typically do and see what we have. So, all right. So it comes in in a box, which is kind of nice. The box seems to be form-fitting. I don't know what the art box is going to look like. Let's open this part now. Hopefully I don't put a ding in it. Plastic is not heavy, which isn't necessarily bad. It's just a pain to get off. There we go. There is tape on it. But it looks very good. Okay, so we'll show it one more time. Without the plastic on it. The glare is not there now. SWTOYS down here at the bottom. Her name on one side. Again, accessories on this side. Whoops. With a picture of her holding a bow and arrow. And of course, again, on the other side. So let's open it. The tape's on the side. So it's like a shoebox that opens up, but for some reason they put tape on the sides. It's strange, but I've never seen it that way, I guess. I'll take the tape off afterwards. I don't like leaving tape on boxes. All right. So let's see. It's kind of funny. Why would they put, you kind of think about these things and you wonder, why would they put tape on a box that's in a box? It's not like it's going to fall out of the box. I don't get it. I never have. But, all right, so it comes with it comes in foam. I love that part. All right. I'd rather have foam than plastic, to be honest. So here she is. Yeah. she looks pretty darn good, just like the pictures seem to indicate. And she comes with several hands. So we'll pause. Let me get everything out so we can see everything and not waste your time with taking everything out of the box. So we'll be right back. So we are back, and I think it's an awesome figure. And actually, I kept taking things out of the box, thinking that there's an end somewhere, and I just kept taking things out. She doesn't have a stand. I'm okay with that, though. What I really appreciate, though, is her face isn't. There was a scar on her nose that seemed to predominate in some of the photographs of her. It doesn't seem to be that evident face to face, so I like that part. She comes with several hands, relaxed hands on her, and in each case, no matter what set of hands that you want to use, her left hand is wrapped in gray material, molded, supposedly gray material. The first set of hands that I pulled out of the box are kind of really weird looking. They're like her hands, they're shaped weird. And I couldn't really think of what they were used for, except she comes with a torch, and this doesn't come off in any way. There's a smaller kind of torch-like light, and the only thing I can think of for these weird-looking hands is that maybe she holds this flame with that hand, because it seems to work. One of the two hands. So the hands that kind of look like those are for the flames, from what I can tell. Then she has two trigger hands. That's easy. That comes or is used for the weapons, whether it's a rifle, shotgun, or handgun. She's got gripping hands. Again, same thing. For the ice picks. And then she has a right-handed trigger finger hand. So this is what she would pull the bow part, the string of the bow back with. So that's for a right-handed person. Yeah. So lots of hands. That part is cool. A torch again, and apparently one that she can hold in, if she can hold on to it. Keep dropping it. She'll hold it better than I will hold it for her hand with the hands. Okay, so that's the hands. Then she comes with a bow, and that's cool looking. I mean, it's two-toned. I love it. So a lighter brown and then a darker brown. You can actually hear something. I can hear something with it. So it's really cool looking, I think. And she comes with 5 arrows. So she has, it looks like 3 brown bamboo-looking arrows. These 3 here. Let me get them apart a bit better. These 3, and then 2 kind of gold-looking arrows. I don't know the significance of the different colors because I've never played the game. I've watched a video of the game once, and I thought it was fascinating. I want to play this game, and that's kind of why I wanted to get her figure as well. But 5 arrows, and then she has a quiver where you can put the arrows in, and that will obviously go on her back. It's soft, not super soft, but soft enough where it can wrap around her nicely. She has a handgun, which is very cool looking. It can move back and forth. Maybe not easily. There we go. And it goes in here. And it's designed so that it actually goes beyond part of the holster. And it looks like this is an alternate way to use her gun, because it looks like this fits in there too. So this can be wrapped around her midsection if she wants to wear her gun that way. I don't think it's designed for the walkie-talkie. The walkie-talkie can fit into this opening, but it also is a clip-on. And I've seen pictures of her with it clipped on her belt. So I don't believe this is designed for the walkie-talkie, but an alternate method to use her handgun. Personally, I would clip this on her belt, the walkie-talkie part, and I would use this holster for the handgun. But that's me. All right. Yeah. And she comes with 2 ice picks. Yes, they're very important to the game. I think they're very cool looking. I just have to figure out how to put them on her, probably with some thread of some form. We'll figure it out though. And she's got a shotgun. Very cool looking shotgun, weathered, black with silver highlights that are muted. Very nice looking. And then she's got an assault weapon. It's got tape on the handle, tape on another handle, and this actually does come out. Sometimes you don't want to tug on things too much, but that one did come out. There's tape here too. So cool looking assault weapon. She comes very well armed. And then there was this stuff, and I couldn't figure out what this was, material. But apparently, if you want to have a Band-Aid around her leg or whatever, you can do that around her arm. You can use the material to wrap things up. She is weathered. So on her skin, there's dirt and grime, supposedly on her shirt, also dirt and grime. So she is, as I'm sure she is in the game, she's not totally clean. There are times when she actually is crawling through spaces and she's going to get dirty. So we will pause. Let me get her situated into some sort of pose, and then we'll do the roundabout looks to see her from different angles and close-ups and so forth. So we'll be right back. So we were back, and I kind of figured out how I wanted to pose her. I wanted the arrow and the bow to be front and center, as if she's getting ready to knock put the arrow into the bow. I have the shotgun on her back. Now, interestingly enough, neither the shotgun or the assault weapon had slings. So we did have bow rope or ties, string, I should say, bowstring. So I used that as the way to create a sling for both the assault weapon and the shotgun on her back. Everything else. Oh, I also had to use the bowstring to put the pickaxes on the belt. So you just had to improvise. It was a good price, and I'm okay with improvising as long as I don't have to pay an arm and a leg for something. So here she is, Lara Croft. I am going to learn this game because it looks so exciting when I saw it on video. I think I'll have fun with it. So we will pause and get her on a turn trait so you can see her from different directions, and then we'll get some tighter close-ups of her. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to like her or not. I kind of like the second Lara Croft version made by SWTOYS. But the more I looked at her, the more I thought maybe she'll look great once I get her. And she does look fantastic now that I do have her. The fact that wound on the nose isn't predominant was a relief. I was hoping that would be the case. She comes heavily armed. I mean, she's got an assault weapon, she's got a shotgun, it's very weathered. This has a used look, the assault weapon with the tape around it and the tape around the two magazines in the rifle. One in the rifle, one attached to the other magazine. That's a cool touch. And the bow and arrow, love it. And the quiver, the extra arrows, the handgun, oh my gosh, and the picks, the ice picks, they could be even used as weapons from what I can see. So she looks great, and she's weathered as well. So that even adds to the awesome factor with this figure. But I have her posed as if she's getting ready, to put the arrow on the bow and shoot. I don't have the Band-Aids on her. But you can see some of the weathering now, right? And that pistol showing, the lower part of the pistol, I think that's a nice touch too. So there you go. Let's go ahead and pause and get tighter close-ups from here on up. I was really awestruck that I kept pulling weapons out of the box. Now, she doesn't have a stand, but I'd rather have more weapons than a stand any day of the week, because you can always get a stand or make a stand. We've shown you how to make some custom stands, and I think she'll look cool with a custom stand, actually. So let's go around and see her at this distance. Yeah, she's decked out. And the weathering is just a nice additional touch to the figure. There you go. All right, so we'll get an even tighter close-up of her face now. I'm really ecstatic that the wound on her nose is not overly evident. It's there, but it's not like taking front and center. It's very faint. And given that she's running around and doing so many things, it does make sense that she's not going to be pristine in terms of clothing. There's going to be some grunge on her and so forth. And sometimes our figures are way too perfect to be realistic. So I really like what SWTOYS has done here. Even though the hair is molded, it looks great. There you go. I just want to give a big shout out to 16 Outfitters who provided this figure. It's amazing that they put the box within a box and had bubble wrap around it. Sometimes you don't get that anymore. But that protected the box completely. There were no dings on it from what I could see. It was great customer service and great timing in terms of delivery and a great item. They're the ones I got, the Clive Rosfield, I believe the name was, from Final Fantasy, where there was damage on the inside of the box, plastic wrap over the box, but damage on the inside of the box, which suggested that it came from the manufacturer damage. And they didn't ask to see the unedited video of the opening of the box, because we do edit things down so you guys don't waste your time watching me open things. But very impressed with them. What can I say? So I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.